Hi, this is Jevon Dangeli, founder of Jumi. In this video, I'll be demonstrating the full Jumi sequence. We have other videos available for beginners as well as those with physical disabilities. For this video, all you need to do is find a position where you won't be interrupted for the duration of this session. Stand, feet facing forward about shoulder width apart, your knees slightly bent and hips nice, soft and relaxed throughout. Find a point directly in front of you or over to the horizon at about eye level. Then turn quarter circle and identify a point on the wall or horizon that is to your right. Then turn to your back and identify a point that is on the wall or horizon behind you. Turn another quarter circle and identify the point that will be over to your left on the wall or horizon once you're facing forwards again. Then, once you're facing forwards, identify a point on the ceiling or simply the space above you. Now you're ready to begin. We'll start by loosening the neck with slow and steady rotations of the head 7 times to one side. These should be done within your comfort range and simply to loosen your neck, slowly but surely. Then, after 7 rotations one way, change direction and do 7 rotations of the head in the opposite direction. After loosening the neck, we begin the shoulders with 7 forward rolling rotations, nice, big, yet soft and steady rolling rotations of the shoulders going forward. After 7, we then roll the shoulders backwards. Imagine rolling any stress and tension off and leaving that behind you. Each rotation loosening up the neck and shoulders more and more. Then hands on your hips, and now we rotate the hips 7 times around in one direction, keeping your knees bent at all times and making sure that your hip rotations are within your comfort range. After 7 in one direction, you can change direction and rotate the hips around and round smoothly and rhythmically 7 times. After the hips, we'll loosen the knees, bring your hands to above your kneecaps and rotate your knees 7 times in one direction and then 7 times in another direction within your comfort range. And make sure that your knees do not extend further forward than your toes. Once the knees are loosened, we're ready to begin our Jumi sequence. Go ahead and take a broader stance, feet facing slightly outward, hands on the inner thigh above your knees. Now drop your right shoulder and then rotate your neck to look back over the left shoulder up toward your upper point. Then drop the other shoulder, rotate and look up toward the upper point on the other side. We rotate 7 times. As you stretch, that straight arm presses back into the inner thigh, almost elongating your spine, and you can feel that stretch from your inner thigh through the hips all the way up your spine and into your neck each time. Press only as hard into your thigh as is comfortable, allowing each rotation to loosen your hips and your back a little more each time. Then we come up into a more upright position, maintaining the wide stance. Lift your left hand and find that point over to your left. Shift over that to that. Now rotate your arm all the way around to the point to your right and then down again. Following those fingers with your eye gaze as you bring that arm, like the arm of a clock, around and around, stretching your body as much as possible within your comfort range, and following those fingertips around the periphery of your visual field, stretching as much as you can to extend the periphery of your visual field, and thereby opening the aperture of your awareness a little bit more with each rotation. 7 times in this direction, and then we'll change to 7 times in the other direction. Very good. Right hand up now. Stretch over toward that right point, and we begin rotating in the opposite direction. Follow those fingertips with your eye gaze and observe how those fingertips connect to the points that you located in the beginning, and stretching as much as you can with each rotation, thereby opening the aperture of your awareness a little more each time. Very good. Now bring your feet back to your shoulder width stance, facing forward, knees slightly bent, hips nice and soft. You're now loosened up and ready to begin the Jumi sequence. Start by sweeping the hands up to shoulder height and floating those hands down to your abdominal area, where the thumbs rest in the belly button and the hands gently below. From this starting position, you now raise the hands up to eye level, where you look upon the fingertips, which now open and close effortlessly with relaxed shoulders 7 times, keeping those fingers in your visual field of awareness, allowing the opening and closing of your hands to have a sort of concertina effect on attention, drawing your attention open and closed. You're training your attention muscles, so to speak, from being able to go from closed into open and back again. The hands, after 7 repetitions, return to your belly, and now we're going to scoop up energy from the earth below into the abdominal area. Bend your knees slightly and your hips to draw up energy from below you up into the abdominal area. This is the earth energy itself, so you imagine you're scooping up the energy that the earth itself generates and bringing that into your body as an extension of our planet, drawing up energy into the abdominal area 7 times. Great. And now we're going to rotate to the left, hands together, and then opening and closing of the hands. You're looking upon your point to the left, and at the same time you're aware of those fingers opening and closing vertically on your left hand side. They're drawing attention open and closed, same as before, and now you're learning how to follow fingers into the periphery of your visual field and closed again to the other side, opening, closing those fingers as they go, maintaining awareness of that point on the horizon, and at the same time of your fingers in the foreground, having this concertina effect on your attention again, strengthening and loosening your attention muscles. Great. Bring the hands back to your abdominal area, your starting point. Now from here, bring the hands back up in front of your eyes. And now extend up to your upper point with the right hand. The left hand presses down. Then up to your upper point with your left hand, right hand down. Your eyes follow the hand that's going up at all times, changing to left and then to right. As the upper hand presses up, the lower hand presses down on the opposite side, getting a good stretch across your body, and at the same time stretching your gaze up to the sky with each hand going up. After 7 stretches on each side, the hands return to the center in front of eye level, and from there back down to the belly area. Next, bring the hands once again up to eye level, and then stretch them up above you and around, meeting down below and coming back up to your starting point, where they then return down and around, back up. There is 1 rotation. We'll be doing 7 of these, and as you do, you're keeping those fingertips within your field of visual awareness at all times. The hands are brushing around the periphery of your visual field of awareness. As much as they can extend into the periphery, thereby opening the aperture of your awareness a little bit more with each rotation. And after your 7th repetition, the hands come straight down and return to the belly. From here now you take a wide stance, feet pointing slightly outward. Bring the hands back up to eye level, focus on fingers and horizon, shift your sense of gravity to the right, and then follow that opening hand that rotates to your left, and then come back to the center and follow the right hand over to your right. Your visual gaze follows those fingers rotating around you. The other hand stays facing forward. You rotate from left to right, and as you do, you shift your weight so that the hand which is rotating is on the side of you that's leaning forward with a bent knee. The back leg then stays straight for each rotation. So you're shifting your center of gravity from left to right as you rotate from left to right, following those fingers with your gaze as you go round. Here you can feel a good stretch in your inner thigh, the hips and the lower back, as well as in your shoulders as the arms rotate around, and your neck too as your gaze follows those fingers. So it's really a full body stretch, as well as a way of allowing your attention to rotate around you, becoming more aware of what attention is attending to. When we're more aware of what our attention is attending to, it becomes less clumsy. We're more aware of how we're paying attention, and thereby more able to pay attention to what we'd like to pay attention to, and no longer pay attention to what we'd no longer like to pay attention to. 7 rotations each side, hands back to the center, find your shoulder width stance again. Facing forward, relax your knees and hips. Now bring your center of gravity up and extend that beyond you, up into the point above you and beyond, all the way to your source of aliveness. Then bring the energy from that source of aliveness down through your body and sweep it down the front of your body and connect your fingers to the tips of your toes, creating an energy circuit around you. Then step forward with your hands and go into a straight push-up position. Lower your chest down and then straighten your toes. Push up as much as possible, finding your upper point, and then look back over your left shoulder to find the point behind you, and then your right shoulder to find that point on that side. Bring your chest back down, extend your arms in front of you, bring them around to your side as your arms rotate, and then in front, back to push-up position, push up, and then push back your chest toward the feet. Feel that stretch from your calves, hips, and throughout your back. Then bring the hands back towards your feet. Connect all your fingers to the tips of your toes and feel that energy as you sweep it back up the body, and from your shoulders allow the hands to extend back up to the source of aliveness in your life, and then bring that energy down through your body, down the front of your legs. Connect your fingers to toes, and then allow yourself to crawl forward on your hands, become straight from feet to shoulders, lower your body down, and then extend yourself up, looking up to your upper point. Rotate to look at the point behind you over your left shoulder, the point behind you over your right shoulder, forward and down, chest and chin on the ground. Extend your arms forward, rotate them around to your hips and back in front again. Hands into push-up position, and then push up and bring the chest back toward your feet. Feel the chest pressing down, get the stretch in your shoulders, and then walk the hands back. Touch all your fingertips to all your toe tips. Brush energy up the front of your body, and then extend that beyond your body up to the source of aliveness in your life. Bring that energy back down your body, and we'll continue like this for 7 full repetitions. Forwards once again with the hands into your push-up position. Lower the body slowly down. Look up. Look to your left. Look to your right. Chest and chin back down. Stretch forward. Bring the arms around to your back and forward again. Toes tucked in. Push up. Chest to feet. All your fingertips connecting to your toe tips, creating the energy circuit around you. Brush that energy up the front of your body and extend it into your source of aliveness. Then bring that energy back down through your body. Connect your 10 fingers to 10 toes. Walk your hands forward into push-up position. Lower your body. Look above you. Rotate to your left. Rotate to your right. Chest and chin back down. Stretch your arms forward. Bring them around as the hands rotate, and back around as the hands rotate forward again. into push-up. Chest toward feet, feel that stretch. Walk the hands back to your toes, connect all your fingertips to all your toe tips. Allow the energy to flow through you. Then sweep that energy up your body. Extend yourself into the source of your aliveness. Bring that energy and inspiration down through your body. Connect it to your toe tips again. Walk your hands into push-up position. Lower your body down. Keep your hips down now. Flex your head up to your upper point. Look behind you to the left, to your point behind you to the right, to the same point. And then chest and chin back down. Stretch forward. Rotate the arms around and back forward. Stretch your chest to your feet. Connect your fingertips to toe tips. Brush up into the source of inspiration and energy in your life. Bring that back down into your body. Connect it between fingertips and toe tips. Walk the hands. Lower your body. Stretch up to your left, to your right. Chest and chin back down. Stretch, elongate yourself. Rotate the arms and forward again. Push up. Bring your chest toward your feet. Feel the stretch. Walk the hands back to your feet. Connect fingertips to toe tips. Sweep up along your energy lines and extend yourself all the way up to the source of energy and inspiration in your life. Now bring that all down with your hands into the belly area, right into your core, and feel what you feel and notice what you notice as the energy flows around you and throughout you. Being aware of awareness, you can now also start to notice the space that connects you to your source of energy and inspiration and aliveness. And bring all your awareness into that space that connects you to the source of your life. Then bring your awareness to your connection to the ground, your connection to earth, and just become fully aware of the connectivity that you experience between you and the earth below you. Next, bring your awareness into the space between you and that point in front of you. Then bring your awareness into the space between you and the point to your right. Then bring your awareness into the space between you and the point behind you. Then bring your awareness into the space between you and the point to your left. And now, bring your awareness into the space between you and all 6 points at the same time. Experience yourself as the awareness between you and all 6 points simultaneously. And now, allow your eyes to open slowly while maintaining the awareness of yourself between you and all 6 points simultaneously. With eyes open, maintaining the broad awareness of each unfolding moment of your experience. This is open awareness. Now we're going to bring that energy and awareness throughout your being by brushing it from the belly to the back of your hips, then down the back of your legs, your heel, to the front of your feet, up the front of your legs to the hips again, then around to the back. Now bring your hands up the spine as much as you can, over the top of your head, then down the front to your hips. Bring the hands back down the back of your legs to your heels, over the front of your feet, brush it up the top of the legs, around the back. Imagine all the way up your spine. Now the hands come and over your head, back down to your hips in the front. One more time, down the back of your legs, across the front of your feet, up the front of your legs, then up your back, and finally all the way to the source of aliveness in your life. And then bring that energy and inspiration and shower it all over yourself with your hands sweeping down in front of the body and around you to bring your Jumi session to a close.